Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to understand the Leetcode problem number 3751. It's a total waviness of number in the range 1. Okay, so we'll talk about this problem and we'll come back to the solution and we'll understand. Okay, so let's first understand what the question is saying. That the questions that says that basically it asks you to find the sum of waviness of every number in the inclusive range of nums1 and nums2. Basically the problem says that, let me come here, right? Basically the problem says that you are giving two numbers, nums1, nums2, and it represents a inclusive range of this nums1 and nums2. Okay, so the waviness of a number is defined as the total count of peak and valleys. So that is the things we have, and we have to return this waviness. So let's talk about more in the detail so you will understand, guys. Okay, let's come back to here. So basically the question says, ask you have to find the sum of the waviness, total waviness. You have to return what is the waviness. So waviness means number of waviness is the count of its peak and the valleys. So what is peak and what is valley? Let's understand that basically the peak is a digit is peak if it's strictly greater than both neighbors, right? Means neighbors means, let's suppose for he, this is the number he is here, right? So for this number and this number, if it is bigger one, means it's a peak. If it is not, it is a valley. Okay, opposite to the peak, we can say if it is strictly smaller than, it's from the both neighbors, it's a valley. Now the main thing, the question says that the first and the last digits never count. Okay, you should not count that. And also we should think that number with the lower than 3 digits doesn't have the waviness. It means it's a 0, because only two characters there doesn't matter, two digit doesn't matter, right? So it means you have to think of each number as a little mountain, right? Let's understand how. So for example, we have 4848. Okay, so what we will do, we'll say in the digit we have 4848. Okay, and this is the index 0 1 2 3, correct? So if I will say for index I, let's check for the index I, because I told you that the first and the last digit we will not count, right? But let's think about it. The very first thing, that when we go for the index I equal to 1, right, it means we are going to check this digit. Next 3 digit we will check, right? So next 3 digit what we have, 848, means 8 4 and 8, right? So if you see this one, it look like a mountain, where the mountain start like this and it goes like this, right? Like this, we can say that. Okay, it means we are getting here smaller between these two, right? Means it is what? So when we are checking I equal to 1, right, here 8 and 8, so 8 is greater than this 4 and 4, right? Oh sorry, basically when I is equal to this, right, so we are checking this 4 and this 4, sorry guys. So we are checking basically this one, means we have the mountain that start from, let's suppose like this, and it goes like this. So what we got a peak, right? Means we got this case when I equal to 1, so we can say we get the peak. When I equal to 2, means then we will talk about this one, guys. Okay, so here if you see, means it will look like this, correct? So here we got the peak, right? So sorry, the valley. Okay, so I equal to 2, we will get the value. Okay, so you understand what the question says, right? Basically. Okay, now let's come back to the problem. So we found that for this number, right, 4848, we got one peak at I equal to this, and we got the value at I equal to 2. So two cases we have already seen that. Okay, means total waviness, if we'll talk about it, means one peak and one valley, we got 2, means one peak plus one valley is 2. Okay, similarly let's talk about the example 2. Now we have 120 120, right? So 1, if it represent like this, right, so it will look like a peak in the middle, right? So we'll say waviness is 1. For 201, here if you see, if it will represent like this, so we are saying that there is a valley, right? So valley is 1, means for this case we are getting 1, and for this case we are getting 1 1, right? Total waviness, where here we got the valley and here we got the peak. Okay, so what you should do, right? What is the approach you will have? Basically we have to loop through every number, right? From num1 to num2 we will loop that, right? How we'll do that, that is a different thing. But think very first you will do the loop, right? So we have to loop over this number and this number, right? And then we have to extract its digit. Let's suppose for this we have 48, and for this case we have 48, right? Like this. Or for this, let's suppose we have 48 and 48. For this we have something else. Can we say that? So basically we have to loop over that for nums1 and nums2 we can say, and then we will extract these its digits and its digits. Okay, now we'll count how many digits are we have at the peak. Means for this, when we extract it, right, then we'll check how many it makes the peaks and valleys, right? Then similarly we'll do with this. We'll keep counting from here and here, and then we'll return the final count. Okay, so why will this work? Because we will create on index I when we extract that digit, right? Then we only runs over the middle digit, right? And each middle digit is checked against its peak. We'll come back to here why this will work, right? And strictly its peak and value you already knows. Let's come back to the code so you can understand easily, guys. Okay, so let me zoom a little bit. Yeah, so as you can see here, right, so we have two things. We have nums1 and nums2 we have, right? We'll take a answer, right? But the main thing you have to look at here is we need x and this value, two thing, right? Means we'll start the nums from x and we'll go till num2. That is called the, we will make the loop over nums1 nums2. So what will happen for x case, right? Will, because this is a terminal, right? So you have to start from here, you have to keep going till here. Let's suppose how. So for this case, if you see, num is 120 we have, right? And num2 we have 130. Means I will start from 120 and it will goes to 130. Okay, so that thing you need to do. So x will start from, let's call 120, it will go 121, 121, 122, until that it will call 130, it will come. Means all these digits we will check. So what will happen, that you see that we are calling a waviness for each x, right? Means from 120 will go till 130. There will be many numbers. How many numbers? 10 digits are there, like 120, 121, 122, and so on till will become 130, correct? So each number will come as a x here. Okay, so this x will find, we will over this x, this waviness function will pass here. This is a helper function. So this helper function will return the number of waviness. Number of waviness means what? It will find if it is a peak or the valley. Okay, so that number we will find and we'll do all the sum for each numbers, and finally once this is done, means from 120 to 130 you have completed, right? And you have all the answers, so you will return this. So basically the logic you have to write in this function, because we have to check for each number, is it a peak or the valley. How will you do that? The very first thing, we know that we have to extract the data, right? The digits. So how will you extract? So to extract that, you need the number. This is a number, right? So we have to convert into the string so that you will extract easily. So you will convert it into, let's suppose for 120 you will convert into 120 like this. Okay, then you will check the length. If length is 12, let's suppose for one, not 120 but it is 12, right? Means how many digits are there? Two digits are there. Means the length will come less than 3. It means we will return 0. There is no peak, no value. If it is 120, for this case we have 3 digits, means it will not go in this base condition, it will come further here. Okay, so what we will do, the very first we'll create a count, and we'll start from I equal to 1. We'll go I is less than s dot length minus 1. Means basically for each extracted digit, right, what we are doing, that we start from 1, right? Means the index, let's suppose we have index 1 2 0, right? So 0 1 2 means we will start from here, guys. Okay, like that we are doing. Okay, what will happen, you start from 1 and keep going here, because you will not start from the 0, because 0 doesn't have the neighbor, but 1 have the neighbor, 2 have the neighbor, right? Like that we will check. So for all the middle numbers, we'll make the loop like this. Okay, basically for check all the middle, not the starting and the ending. We want to check for all the all the inside one, the internal middle elements, middle index, we can say that one. So for I equal to 1, we'll go to I length minus 1. Okay, let's talk about these three. These three are the neighbors we will find. Basically, we want to check at the mid. So what we will need to do, check at left what is we found at the left, what is at the right, and what is at the mid, right? If mid is bigger, right, means it's a valley. If the mid is low, means it's a valley. If mid is bigger, means peak. If mid is lower, means it's a valley, right? That is the concept, we know that. Okay, and for that, to find the left, you need to do I minus 1, right? And for mid, you just pass I character at I, and at right you will do I plus 1. So what we will do is that you check what is the mid is coming. Is our, let's suppose for our case, let's suppose we have left, we have be right, we have, and we have here left, mid, and right. This is your left, this is your mid and right. So basically you will check the mid is greater than left, right? Is greater than right, yes, it means it's a peak, right? Then we will check mid is less than left and less than right, means it's a uh, valley, right? In that both cases, either for the these or these cases, either it is, if it is peak or if it is valley, in both cases you will increment the count, right? So for you will go for all those numbers, right? You will find, you will keep updating the counts, right? And you will check the count plus plus. So what will happen, each number will come here, it will find the count, and you will return it. So once you return it, right, it will go here, it will keep adding on the answer, and you will check all those all those numbers from here, and you will pass here, means we will get all the waviness for the number. This is what we need, guys, we need to do. If you have any doubt in this video, let me know in the comment section, and I will definitely help you there. Okay, so please subscribe this channel, share with your friends. If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. And if you are struggling with the DSA preparation, you can join our online classes, and for that you need to ping me on the WhatsApp, so we can start from there. It's a very minimal charge we are doing, it's not a big deal. So come here and prepare regularly. That's all in this video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.